introducing new Reseller View PRM Secure Search. Today, in order to understand all the benefits of Reseller View Secure Search, it's helpful to understand why search is difficult and what is different about Reseller View Secure Search than the search functionality you may find on your standard website. Once we've done that, we'll talk a little bit about Reseller View Secure Search functionality, and we'll talk a little bit about the benefits, and then we will do a brief demonstration of this new module from Treehouse Interactive. So first of all, let's talk a little bit about why search is difficult. First is security. Anyone can go and get a search module for their website for $150 a year from Google. You get a nice search box, the results are easy to read, the functionality is easy to implement. Where this starts to become an issue and where that kind of functionality isn't available is when you move to a password-protected environment like your Reseller View portals, the partner portals you all use to manage your partner networks. And once we get through the initial password and username, there's a complexity involved that makes this functionality even more difficult to implement. And that complexity revolves around the different Reseller View levels. So a lot of you listening today may have silver, gold, or platinum levels. You may have authorized and certified partners. You may have OEM versus ISVs versus resellers. And as you all know, we're able to segment content in a Reseller View by levels of partners. So our search needs to do the same thing and behave the same way. When you start to add additional complexity by using something like our advanced document management technology, which many of you listening today use, we also need to worry about the files and folders that are in the advanced document management folders and make sure that we search those for people who are authorized to see them, but we don't present results or search results for folks who are not authorized to see those files. The third item that makes search difficult is costs. Even in an inexpensive model, the hardware and software and implementation consulting required to deliver search in this kind of enterprise class password protected environment is well over $100,000. So to do this on your own in any sort of organized way with any sort of complexity is going to be very expensive, and it's going to take a long time. The last thing that makes search very difficult is automation. The last thing you want to have to do for your partner portal is tag every single document that you upload and manually index the content and manually upload items like metadata. You want a system that's going to go out and get titles, metadata, file content, and search that and index that for you so that when your partners come to search for some information, they get it easily and quickly. And, you know, what's driving this? Why is search in a password-protected environment so important? Well, the number one reason is content growth. And if we look at the partner programs our customers have implemented and those programs that have been in place for a number of years, content growth is a natural outcome of portals that are well managed and well maintained. As you introduce new products, as you come out with new promotions, as you come out with new support documents, those all have to be placed somewhere. They all are typically placed in the portal in some place, and they usually don't go away. Promotions may be short-lived, but things like support documents will be in place well after a product has gone end of life or is no longer actively being sold. So content growth is something we see. It's a natural outcome of having a partner portal for a significant amount of time. You know, as that content grows, it makes it more difficult for partners to find the right information. And what we want to do is make it easy for them to find those pieces of information they need to sell, service, and support your products out there in the market. So what does Reseller View Secure Search functionality do? First, provides this little search box up here and down here. And it easily allows you to search by content title, content within individual files, or by metadata such as author. It instantly returns those results, and it sorts them by first relevancy, and second, it sorts by origination date, and the dates are clearly visible on each piece of content, so you can see how old, as a partner, I can see how old a particular document might be. I can search over 220 file types, including things like Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint, video files. The system is extremely powerful. Provides Google class search to index documents, content, web pages, and everything in between. It also will search within protected folders and between partner levels and automatically show results to partners who are authorized to see them. So if I'm a platinum partner and I have access to detailed competitive information and I do a search for that detailed competitive info, I'm going to get those results. If I'm a silver partner and I may have access to only generic competitive information, my search results will be restricted to what I'm allowed to see. The system automatically indexes files, content, titles, metadata, web pages. So as you add new files to the portal, they're automatically spidered, searched, and indexed. You don't have to do anything actively to make it happen. The system does it for you. And then finally, as we've mentioned a couple times, we return results only for those authorized to see them. So that's some of the functionality. What are the benefits? Well, the number one benefit is to make it easier for partners to find the right content and make it fast for them to get the content they need. We implement this functionality at a fraction of the cost it would take you to implement on your own. Obviously, we can share it across many, many customers, so it's going to be a lot less expensive than if you had gone out and had to buy all the hardware, software, and consulting time to implement something like this. We're going to reduce the impact on your internal resources. When we implement Secure Search for you, the new Secure Search module, our teams do 100% of the implementation. They handle the complexity around partner levels. They handle the complexity around the advanced document management folders. If you've implemented something like our price book technology, it'll handle delivering the right price books based on search. And all you have to do is sign the purchase order, and we take care of the rest. And then finally, there's reduced management of files and permissions via automated indexing and permission management. If you're automatically indexing things, we're automatically handling the security. You don't have to be regularly tagging and untagging files as you change program methodologies or as you change and upgrade your content in your partner portal. The system's going to do that for you automatically. So that's some of the features and benefits. We are really fortunate to have SGI as a customer of ours. They are a perennial 5-star partner program winner with CRN. I've also received some of the Gold Star awards. I'm not sure they deliver those anymore, but they were regular winners of those as well. This is their 5th year in a row of receiving a 5-star program winner designation, and they really know what they're doing in their systems. They happen to be one of the more content-rich portals that we have. Hundreds and hundreds of pages of content, thousands of files on those pages. They have content secured by partner level. They have both an authorized and a distributor level. They have content secured by geography. EMEA, US, APAC all see slightly different things. They use our price book modules, so their price books are separated by geography. We call those implicit permissions, so the fact that you're in a specific geography will determine what price books you have access to and maybe even what folders you have access to. SGI also has our advanced document management module and has folders to which the different geographies have access, EMEA, APAC, North America. And then finally, we have explicit permissions. So you may have a folder to which you want to explicitly grant permission to a partner. And what you'll see in SGI is they have a number of these folders, one of them being a folder for their channel council. And if I'm a channel council member, I'm going to see that folder. If I'm not, I will not see that folder. And then, if you follow on from that and I do a search for a piece of content that might be in the channel council folder, if I have permissions to see that content, I should have access to it. If I don't have permissions to see that content, my search results should not reflect any content in those folders. So this is a little bit about SGI and their portal environment. Again, 2,000 plus partners, perennial 5-star award winner, hundreds of pages of content, thousands of files. So let's take a look at how they've implemented Reseller View Secure Search and what it might look for you. So today we're going to be using two different partners within SGI. The first one is Alistair. Alistair's in the United Kingdom. And for many of you, this interface is very familiar. This is the Reseller View member backend. And here we can see that Alistair, in addition to being in the United Kingdom, really doesn't have any explicit permissions around any of his folders. So Japan folder, distribution folder, channel council member. Alistair is not a member of the channel council. So he doesn't really have any explicit permissions. So let's log in and take a look and see what Alistair's view of his portal looks like. And I've logged in as user, and I'm logged in as Alistair. And you can see here's my view, and the view of Alistair and the next gentleman I'm going to use should be fairly similar. They're both authorized partners with SGI. And so this is what his view looks like. I'm also going to log in today under a different browser as Dana Native. And Dana is based in the US. That will become important versus the UK for Alistair. Dana also has access to many different folders using our advanced document management technology. So here's all the different folders. And you'll notice that Dana is a member of the channel council. And as such, we'll have access to files within the channel council member folder. So let's log in as Dana. So I'm just hitting the login as user button here. And so Dana, other than having his name be different here on the home page, same view as Alistair. And so let's do a generic search first. Let's just search for some content. Before we search for that content, let me just quickly show everybody how detailed and how much content exists in this portal. This is just the products area, and just one product in the product area. And you can see how rich this portal is with information for these partners at SGI. You can see, there's a lot here to enable partners. And so I'm Dana, and I care about one of the server products called UV. So I want to search by UV2. So I'm going to come up here and search by UV2. And you'll notice as I start typing, the system's already predicting what I might be searching for. So UV2 is what I want to search on. And here's my results. I have a PDF, I have an Excel document, another PDF, another PDF. I have a web page result, another PDF, another web page result. All these search results are for me as Dana in the US. I'm going to switch hats and let's pretend I'm Alistair real quick, and let's do that same search for Alistair. It should be fairly similar. So UV, again, predictive, find UV2, and you'll notice very similar, in fact, the exact same results as I got as Dana. Okay, so very similar data, and a mix again of web pages and PDF documents, etc. Now let's go back and start from the beginning again. And I'm in as Alistair, and I want to search for pricing. So I want to look for price book. This is where things start to get interesting. So price book, number one result is a web page, so let's try there first. And here you'll see I've got the price book for Alistair, and these are UK price books. And again, remember back to Alistair's profile, Alistair is a member that resides in the United Kingdom. Let's quickly switch over to Dana and look at his search results for that same price book. And remember, Dana now is in the U.S. So secure search should give me a set of results that are U.S. specific. So price book, same page. So I click the same web page, but now you see Dana has access to the U.S. price books, a lot more information, because the U.S. price book has a little bit more information than the U.K. does. But same web page, but different results, because secure search understands whether or not Dana is in the UK or not. And again, here's Alistair's results, and then pop back over, here's Dana's. All right, so we've separated by price book. Let's look for some metadata instead of some page data. Let's say that I want to search by one of the frequent authors in the SGA program, Ann Pinnell. Ann is an extremely talented channel exec and has produced lots of documents here for the SGI channel program. And here we've got two. One is a partner training. Well, Ann is not in the title, but if we open up the document, we'll see that here she's in as channel marketing manager. So secure search is actually searching the content within this PDF doc to find Ann's name. So let's look. So that was an example of how we can search for content within the document. Using this same search, I'm not even going to change this page. In the same search, I've got a system software boilerplate document. And here I'm going to open this up. And Ann's name is nowhere in this document. You'll have to take my word for it. It's a pretty long document. She's not in the document, but Ann's name is within the metadata as the person who last updated this document. And so secure search is returning this result because Ann's listed in the metadata. Because her name is there, she's showing up in those results. So how we can search web pages, content, data within files, metadata of files, files restricted by geography. Let's look at some of the restricted folders to see how precise secure search can be when looking for information and making sure we only return information to the people who are authorized to see it. So I'm going to go to My Folders, and in My Folders, for many of you who have our advanced document management technology, you'll see these are all the folders that Dana had access to. Remember I showed you at the beginning, Dana had access to the Channel Console member folder. So if I go into the August 2011 Channel Console, I'll see I have this ABBA-SGI Channel Advisory presentation. Let's go and see if Alistair has access to the same information. So Alistair, let's go to his My Folders. If I go to his My Folders, he has access to the EMEA folder because he resides in the United Kingdom, but he does not have access to the Channel Console folder that Dana did. So here's what Dana did. Now Dana has access to this PowerPoint from ABBA Channels. So if I did a search, I just search ABBA, ABBA Channels, not even the exact title. Here I've got that PowerPoint. I've got another item from the folders, and then I have a webcast that was done with that ABBA Channels. So I have these two items from the Channel Console member folder, and then I have this item that's a web page. Let's search as if I was Alistair now. Now Alistair doesn't have access to the Channel Console folder, so when I search ABBA Channels for Alistair, he only has access to the webcast, whereas Dana had access to the webcast plus two other files that existed in those advanced document management folders. So that is secure search. We sincerely hope that many of you will be interested enough to ask us about it. Let's do a really quick summary again as to what's in secure search and how it can benefit you. Essentially, you're getting a Google class, enterprise class search now in a password-protected portal environment. We're going to make it easy for your partners to search all web content, files within protected folders, metadata, and over 220 different file types. We're only going to deliver results to folks who are authorized to see them, whether that implies partner level, whether that implies area of the world, advanced document management folders. We can provide the results using Secure Search that deliver only those results to those people who are authorized to see them. And then finally, we are going to give you the ability to search and implement this technology at a fraction of the cost of what it would cost you in terms of time and money to implement on your own. So if you're interested in Secure Search, please contact your account manager or sales at 801-576-8428. You can also email support@treehousei.com or sales@treehousei.com for a demo or more pricing information. Thanks for listening in on our demo today. We hope you found it beneficial, and we hope to hear from you soon regarding Reseller View Secure Search and that you implement it on your portal soon.